First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, Akim, out there, pushing his word, doing what we do. And shalom to the sisters as well. Very, very few sisters. And we're going to get into just a short little advisory because, sometimes I be cutting myself with these lessons. And I was trying to wonder how to, dilute a bit and kind of relax because when Jake, coming to the truth and be new, it's you just like on hot 24/7, and you don't want to be over righteous. So I created this little thing, this list, right, to help with Jake and certain instances concerning that, because we're gonna get times real quick. And it may be in Ecclesiastes or Psalms. I'm looking for it real quick. Salakia, bear with me, Baba Kasha. Time for everything. Go to Psalms. We're going to find it from the script. It might be in Psalms. No, get Ecclesiastes. And we're going to start from the top and see where it's at. No. Oh, hold on. Hold up. This is it right here. This is what I was looking for. So from the top, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. So, and it goes on, man. Sorry, Salaki, for cutting off the precepts, but it goes on all the way to like what? 9, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So it's a time for everything, man. And, over righteousness, I deal with that a little bit too much because you don't want to be out there in the world, right? And your family asks you what you're doing and stuff. Because when we first came to the truth, yeah, it was cool. We didn't think too much about it, but you don't want to be talking to these people out in the world about what's really going on with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be revealing, how you say, your goals. You don't want to show these people your goals because, Lord will, I remember what happened with Hezekiah, and I'll get back to that precept. But first, we're going to get that, your pearls, because it's written, cast not thy pearls unto swine. And ultimately, that's just going into, don't give something that you value the most to somebody who ain't going to value it. Because a pig is not going to care that this is pearls, man. Don't eat that and shit it out, I'm spelling this all wrong. So, Laki, though, bear with me. I'm going to get the precept for you. This is New Testament. Here you go in the red letters. Matthew chapter 7, verse 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. So you don't want to talk too much about things that like matter to you, and ultimately you reveal your true self. And that's why they don't like it when you like quiet and stuff and you deal. But I'm trying not to get too off subject here, but the point being is you gotta know how to deal. When it come to the book of Sirach teach you manners. And that's what that is. When we had Ecclesiastes chapter 3, it talks about it's a time for everything. And that's really manners, because you can really get messed up for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. You could get messed up for doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. You can get jammed up, man. And you have to walk with wisdom. What it say? It say, I send you forth as sheep, therefore be wise as the serpents and harmless as doves, or blameless as doves. We're going to get that. Wise as serpents. Salagi, I can't remember the precepts by the number. Yeah, we're going to get it, though. Here you go. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves, right? So it's this still about manners. You have to know when to use that wisdom to like break things down. And then we're going to get that Hezekiah because I remember where it happened. But the point being was if I can't find it, I probably might not. The point being is what Hezekiah did. He revealed all his all the treasures, and he got messed up for that. If I could find it, Lord will, y'all can see this one. This is a good story. I'm not spelling this right. No, I'm not spelling this right. I'm gonna go to Second Kings, bro. It was somewhere in I'm really see. This is the spirit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So like, bro, I'm just going in randomness. G, like the spirit guided me, and I see Hezekiah from the top, bro. From the top, man. So like it, man. I'm wooed, but here it is, Hezekiah, and it was hopefully I could find it. King of Ethiopia. Come out and send messages and saying, "This is speech Hezekiah. Let not the children see thee." Okay, I'm trying to find the precept where it showed that he let the it was another nation. He let them in to see all the gold and the jewels and the silver, all these valuable things, and then it might have been the son of Amos right here, but he one of the Israelites came in and he was like, "What you doing? What did you show them?" And he said, "I showed them everything." So you don't show them everything, man. That's the point. I probably ain't gonna find it. I'm gonna move on from the subject, but we're gonna go into this, man. So when you dealing out in the world, because I have my issue, I'm cutting myself with this right here. Sometimes I can't stop talking about the precepts. Every day, precepts just running through my mind, right? Scripture on top of scripture. And that's all I could really talk about sometimes. But, got to go into the manners because you don't want to deal in the wrong way with the wrong people. So when you're talking in neutral topics, this is how you deal with people you don't know, what the world calls strangers. This is how you deal with people at work. God forbid I tell people at work my pearls, man, for real. Man, I can't do that. Business is business is very set apart for real. Who else would you commence neutral topics with? Friends in the world, kinfolk, or the people that call you family, right, in the world. What else? You want a little girlfriend or something, right? And stuff like that, So neutral topics that's not gonna conflict, create issues or reveal too much information. Basically keeping the peace. And what it say about the precept about that? It says, if it be possible, keep peace with all men. Right? And then I get that over righteous in a second. That's Romans 12:18. If it be possible, as much lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So, hey, here it go right there. See? But yeah, and then what was the other precept I need to get? It talk about, I just had went over it too. So like, you bear with me, Bible, cause I'm trying to remember what was the precept I was finna come with, cause I just said it too. It was pertaining to, dang, I lost it, but I'm gonna go back to the. It'll pick up. It'll pick up. It's fine. But here goes some neutral topics for you. Starting off with number one, food and beverages. Shit, you can't go wrong with food and beverages. You can't really get into a fist fight over that too much. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol, you know. Yeah, man. You know how wine is good. Movies, actors, music, writers. You know what I'm saying? Verse 5. Games, activities, what you do for fun, whatever. Then you got 6, hobbies, sports, right? 7, habits, tendencies, right? I should probably break these down a little bit more to differentiate between hobbies and habits. Like hobbies is more something like you do for as you live by. You know what I'm saying? You might go fishing or something. You might run track. You might work out at the gym. And then you have the habits, whereas that's like your tendencies. Like, okay, what you do when you feel sad, right? I like to cook. I like to cook. It take my mind off it. It make me feel better, right? And it's just doing something. That's my tendency. What else? I like to clean, right? It take my mind off things. Then you have 8, like memories, nostalgia. This stuff you talk to people about, without revealing too much of yourself and not, what I'm saying, putting, making a hostile environment, so to say. Favorite books. You ain't got to go into the scripture. You ain't got to go into. There's plenty of books, man. Behold a Pale Horse, man. You ain't got to go too much in depth. And then we going to get into, where and tell as far as the boundary and the borderline of things. Then 10, it says questions of no relation or confounding inquiries, to make them think. It ask some questions that might spark their curiosity. You know what I'm saying? That creates how you say intriguing, interest. It keeps a conversation in flow. You see? Then you have the non-neutral topics, right? Might create more of a hostile environment. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff you don't want to discuss with people. Stuff I definitely don't want to discuss with nobody, me personally, because it might not be too good. And everybody nowadays is easily offended, and I try not to be easily offended myself. And I deal with much patience. But I'm not finna put myself up there to say I'm the most patient person I know, because I'm not. I'm very patient. I'm probably the most patient person that these people know. But like homies in the world and kinfolk, I'm the most patient person they may know. But I know that the Lord is way more patient than me. Way more patient. Who could be more patient, man? Come on now. Thine almighty word leapeth out the sky. Waiting on the Most High to snap his finger, man. Come on now. And put it together. That's patience. Patience, man. We not finna go too much into that. We gonna stay on topic. Non-neutral topics, verse 1. Art and literature, writers. Nah, this, we gonna go into how things could go flip-floppy in a second. Just keep on, stay with me, right? Birthdays and holidays. Personally, I can't deal with them. I don't like them. Especially for you brothers and sisters out there in this truth that definitely can't deal. Can't deal. Like, this is irritating to think about stuff like that. Then you have race and ethnicity. That too. That's also an irritating subject that we don't really want to talk to the world about, because they bugged out. Then you have identifications. What you identify as, your age, your name, personal information, like what Social Security and stuff. Like, you should know better. And, pull out your birth certificate in the middle of a conversation with a stranger. You should know better. Last like 4 digits or something on your card or something. Like, well. But you get what I'm saying, man. Your lodging address, like your home address where you live, your height, weight, these things. You don't want to reveal too much information when you converse with people, especially people you don't really know too well, right? Then beliefs, like, what I'm saying, beliefs, what you believe in or what you believe, you know, right? Then you have religions and theories, you know. Personally, we hate religion. We hate all these other religions and stuff. We don't like this stuff. And in theories, these people consider our thoughts to and our beliefs to be conspiracy theories. So you kind of don't want to be talked too much about that. Then you got politics left and right, what they call Democrat, Republican, right? Stay away from that shit. You you know that ain't going nowhere. But with documentation and history, try not that's definitely a cut on me. Cause I love to talk about history, even if it ain't involved in truth. Like still like history regardless. I just love history. Like prior to me even being in this truth. Money, work. Try not to talk too much about that. That's don't flex your money. If you a brother that make a decent amount of cash or more than a decent amount of cash, don't let these people know that you make no. Don't do that. Remember Hezekiah. Remember Hezekiah. Remember Hezekiah, man. Don't do that. Right? Then you got police and government. Try not to talk about that too much. Cause you could spark, you know, a little bit of a hostile environment. Right. So I got here on the bottom hand, right? Topic controversy. Because we know, like I said, just wait to the end. We know that these things go hand in hand, right? So I'm going to read from the jump. Topics go in and out based on time and place. What did we just talk about? What did we just talk about? It's a time for everything, man. Everything, man. So, for example, a neutral topic can become non-neutral because of an unrelated occasion, temporarily or even permanently. Likewise, a non-neutral to neutral or neutral to non-neutral. They can trade ways back and forth. Simply understanding or paying close attention can help prevent from saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. Usually it is a natural adaptive skill. So this is not something that's really overtly hard, you know. And feel free to take screenshots and you know, deal. But this is something that's not naturally like hard, you know. This is something that's pretty simple. You get like, okay. For example, you talking about music. Ain't nothing controversial about that. Then you start talking about Kanye's music. And you understand that this time, in this moment, Kanye is under a little bit of a situation. And then that ties back into politics and beliefs and stuff. And that's just gonna go, you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna go too well. But then you have like art and literature. Like, okay, what if you like something like Picasso drew or something like that? Then that might go into a neutral topic. So this go hand in hand because based off the time and place. You know that if you at the art gallery, you could talk about art. You could talk about literature. You could talk about writing things, right? Alexander Dumas, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Mozart, all types of stuff. You know, but that's the time and place. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully that help and edify brothers in that dealing with what I've been dealing with personally. To just kind of like cool down a bit. Not saying that you should be lukewarm, God forbid. I'm not saying that at all. But just to kind of regulate, to adapt, because we getting into serious times. It's very perilous already, and that's just heavy on manners, man. So brothers should already know at this point. You don't really tell everybody everything. You know what I'm saying? A wise man would keep his riches quiet or to himself, you see. But with that being said, hey, Lord willing, that was edifying. And furthermore, giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. And hey, Shalom.